first Bask live Facebook webinar. Today we're going to be discussing what backup is and why it's important for you to use and know how to use it. My name's Kayla, and today I'm joined with Nathan, and we've got some questions that we get asked pretty frequently here at Bask, and so we're ready to give some answers, and hopefully that will enlighten and empower you. So the very first question, of course, is going to be the easiest question. The question is, what is backup? Backup is really just creating a second version of your files. So that's photos, videos, documents, whether it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, anything that you save and open to view. And there's a couple different ways that you can back up your photos. You can do it on a CD, you can do it on a hard drive, or you can do what Bask uses and is the most popular right now. It's saving it onto the cloud, which is just an online storage account. Bask Backup is encrypted, password protected, and very secure, and that's why we use it here to make sure that if you were to experience data loss, new computer, stolen computer, crashed computer, you're going to have all of those precious memories available to you.
Our next question, does backup save my programs? Unfortunately, it does not. And for this reason, it's important that we keep the media, whether it's a CD or the file that we use to install this program, in a place we know where it's at, as well with the install keys. We need to keep a list of these things, these programs we've installed, so then when the time comes, if we need to reinstall them, we'll have that information to do so.
Perfect. And then another question is, can tech advisors see my files? We don't look at your files for a couple of reasons. Number one is because privacy is our biggest concern here at Bask. We want to make sure that we're respecting you and your computer and your files. So we actually enforce a policy here that tech advisors don't open any of your files unless they're specifically working on an issue with you, like you need help formatting a Word document. On top of that, the backup itself, like I said, is password protected, it's encrypted, it's actually military grade encryption, and so that helps protect all of your personal information and all of your files.
Here's a good question. How long does it take to restore files from a backup? Well, this one's tricky because there's a lot of things that will affect the restore of a backup. First off, what you're restoring. If it's a single file, it can take moments to restore. If it's a full system restore, that can take a lot longer. And the three main factors that we need to look at is one, the speed of your computer. Newer computers will be a little bit quicker. The speed of your internet, dial-up versus cable, is a lot quicker when you have a faster internet. And then also how much, again, you're restoring. The key is when you're doing a restore is to leave it running until it's done. Sometimes on average it takes about 8 hours to complete a full restore with a decent internet. If not, though, it can take overnight. So remember to leave it running while you restore your backup.
And that's actually one of the most frequently asked questions we get here at Bask. I think the longest I've ever seen a backup go is 3 days. What about you?
Yeah, I've seen that, but I've also heard at times it can take a lot longer. We have some people have a lot of files. The question we have now is, what is the best time to run a scheduled scan if I don't want to run real-time backup? Well, let's kind of back up a little bit on this. Real-time backup should be set up for most computers except for older and slower computers because it can affect the performance. So that being said, the best time to run it is to schedule a backup, know when you're going to be running that, and make sure your computer is on so it can complete that backup. If your computer is not on, it won't complete a backup, and therefore you will get sometimes notifications saying the backup failed or it hasn't been backed up. So it's very important. The computer needs to be on. While it's doing a backup, you can do some light tasks like Facebook, check your email, but remember it will affect the time it takes to complete that backup as well.
And then just to clarify that even more, you mentioned older or slower computers. I like to joke around and say computers use dog ears because technology is evolving so quickly that what you may think is a pretty new computer, oh, I only bought this 5 years ago, that computer is actually a little ancient because we have so much newer technology. And so just keep in mind that once your computer starts to run a little slower, you want to have fewer programs running in the background. I think that is actually all of the questions that we have about Bask Backup. If you have any other questions about backup or any other software or computer functions, you can always reach out to a technology advisor here at Bask by going to chat.bask.com, or you can leave your comments on this video or message us privately. Thanks so much for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments below. See you later!